Greetings and welcome to your Mindfulness Mastery podcast. I am your host and trusted guide, Tawnya Love. I am an intuitive, shamanic, angelic wayshower, healer, light worker, and author. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this podcast. To schedule any one-on-one sessions or group healing events, you can visit and book your sessions on my divinely inspired website at mindfulnessmastery888.com. Thank you so much for your presence and for your support. Now sit back, relax, and open yourself to receive. Welcome back to Mindfulness Mastery 888, Real, Raw, and Truthful. I am Tawnya Love, and I have my soul sister,
Cindy Campbell.
Cindy Campbell. We're in the hot seat. We're ready for some magic. So we were ending our last segment of Manifesting Magic, kind of on the note of access denied, of understanding your belief systems, of you choosing to come into your power and recognize what is good for you and what is not. And to some, I honestly feel like our shows, every one of our podcasts are either going to feel like magic, or they're going to feel like magical medicine or like hot pokers of triggering. And what I want to point out is if it feels like hot pokers of triggering, be curious about that. Like just sit back and be curious. Like, why is this triggering me? What about that is triggering me? Because often when someone comes in with a clarity on what you really deserve or what is truly possible, it can be incredibly triggering to a mind that has been under the influence of mind control and has believed that it's deserving of far less, or that, oh, women can't say that, or we're not allowed to do that. And so we can have these things. And someone like me coming along and just being like, bam, 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 can feel triggering or very confrontational, right? Energetically, the consciousness moving through, though, can also be received as medicine. It can be healing. It can be the salve that you've been craving, the medicine that you know you really need to strengthen yourself, to evolve and become who you were really intended to become. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Anything you want to say on kind of how we ended that last one?
Yeah. And just to kind of reiterate on the triggers, yes, when I started really paying attention to the triggers, and it's like, okay, well, that's triggering me. Okay, well, why is that triggering me? Okay, and then going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then finding, I was like, that has been probably the most helpful information. On things that I need to heal and release in myself.
Yes. And so Cindy is choosing to heal and empower herself. Now, when Cindy wasn't choosing to heal and empower herself and someone would have triggered you, what would happen with ego?
I probably
old
would.
You.
Yes, old me. Ego would have probably blamed, shamed the other person. I would have turned into victim. Vicky would have shown up for sure.
Vicky would have had some shit to say. We have some shit to say, guys.
Yes. I would have internalized. I would have projected all the things, right?
And what's so beautiful, and this is something we want to really kind of bathe Cindy in some light, because sometimes she can be hard on herself, and we all can. We can think, oh, I'm fucking up. I'm not doing it perfect. And then we are hard on ourselves.
Yes.
And what we want her to see is that you are doing such a great job in seeing and in recognizing what needs to be released and not throwing it at others, not denying, not suppressing, but actually addressing it, looking at it, releasing it, calling energy back, integrating what you need, and then moving forward. Like, that is courageous work. It's truly courageous work. And some humans, you've witnessed some, probably in your own movie, but even in my movie of people who have no access now.
Yeah.
Cindy has observed these people, they will get triggered but they're doing it the old ego way, where they're throwing blame and shame, and they're throwing out cruelty and threats and trying to manipulate. And that energy, it will never help them find freedom.
Right.
And they will never be able to have a deep, true connection with a soul like Tawnya again, if they continue on that path, because Tawnya will say access denied. Yeah. No, take your shit somewhere else and go address it. That is an example of attachment versus connection, because attachment would be the person going, hey, I've known you for so long. What's your problem? You always let me manipulate you before, bitch. You always let me control you before.
Yeah.
And now suddenly what's gotten into you? Who do you think you are to have boundaries with me and my ego? And they're learning who I fucking think I am, the goddamn empress of my own life, and access is fucking denied. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
And so you're watching live souls who are refusing to do their shadow work, and you're watching the consequence.
Yeah.
You're also watching that if you have a moment, a human experience where some energy is coming up and your ego is trying to grab onto you, but your higher self is like, nah, let that shit go. Trust, look around. And you're watching what that looks like. Don't underestimate that power and that choice. That was coming through.
Thank you.
A little acknowledgement for the work, because it is not for the weak-hearted.
No.
And it's definitely not for, I mean, honestly, this shadow work and the soul work is for all of us.
Well, yes.
But in the kind of playful way we say it's not for the weak-hearted, it's not for the ignorant and the unconscious that want to just continue with their ignorance and their unconscious behavior.
Yeah.
Because truly, a soul that has done its healing and has come into its true power and alignment doesn't wish to harm another. Their whole agenda, they move correct. They're intending to make the world better than they found it, that person better than they found them, this room cleaner and better than they found it. A soul that's moving unconsciously and selfishly in a misaligned selfish way, not meaning like, it's not saying you can't take care of yourself, because I feel like there's a misconception of selfishness and self-love.
Yes.
But selfish meaning I'm self-serving. I don't care about anybody else. I just want my needs met. I'm going to devour all the food. I'm going to fuck up all the rooms. I'm going to mess up all the shit. And then project it and act like everyone else is the problem and they should all clean up my messes for me. That's some bullshit. And there's no way those souls are going to ever feel empowered or free or truly capable of the magic they came here to give life.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So this work that you're doing, you're choosing it. And sometimes does it feel a little confronting? Sure.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, sure. It might, right?
Yeah.
But be gentle with yourself. Yes. We were in the kitchen and I was saying to Cindy, like we're learning Italian and like I'm going to learn how to make those little macaron cookies. I like to learn new things all the time. But the thing is I can learn anything I want to, because I'm like, I'm going to learn that. I can do that. I'm going to figure out what is involved to do that, to create that. And I'm going to go do that. The difference is that there's so many that energetically get in their own way of that they can do that. Or if they try to do that, let's say you're trying to do Italian, but you're disgracing yourself and you're ragging on yourself and you're criticizing yourself. It really just gets in the way of opening up the vessel to receive and to learn and to grow and to become. Yes. And so when we're learning Italian, if we're doing shadow work, if we're practicing being a conscious creator as opposed to an unconscious creator, same exact thing. Be gentle with yourself. We have to be gentle with ourselves. If we aren't, we just get in the way and we cause unnecessary suffering and delayed manifestations. So if our goal is to manifest ... like these are my things, and I am criticizing myself and being harsh to myself, and I'm jealous and I'm angry and then I'm mad at myself because I was jealous and angry, all I'm doing is sabotaging my frequency and I'm delaying those manifestations. So in a sense, something deep in me doesn't think I'm worth it and doesn't think I deserve that, or I wouldn't be doing that shit. So that's the deep down. We have to come in contact, like, what in me is sabotaging my own growth and my own beauty? God damn it. Why do I don't think I'm enough? Why do I not think I'm worthy? Why do I not feel like I'm capable? That's deep stuff to confront. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's like what Spirit told me is the core wound of humanity. I'm not enough. And it can manifest in all kinds of weird ways. And I'm not enough could look like she's winning and she's out there conquering every moment of the day and she's exhausting herself and she's a workaholic and she has a bunch of money and she's anorexic and puking her dinner up, but she's miserable. Like, to the world, it looks like, man, she's winning.
Yeah.
Look at her, rock star. Look at her shaking her hiney folk, shaking her tail for the men folk. Sorry, that was a movie quote. But like, we can have the programs and like we're performing and we're doing the things and we're doing all the things we think because deep down we don't think we're enough. So we're a fucking slave for an industry. Not to call things out, but we're here to call things out, real, raw, and truthful. Yep. And there are energies and environments that are enslaving, that are sick. So there's that kind of way. Another way we can do it is we just give up. We just think, I'm not capable of anything. I'm Eeyore. Yes. I'm just going to sit in the room and be sad and irritated and angsty and nobody loves me. And so I'm going to be in that energy. So It's inactive. In the Gene Keys, Richard Rudd talks about that, how there's that polarization between, like I kind of jokingly say the victim will justify their villainy. And so the shadow is just very polarized, back and forth extremes. Yeah. So it's shut down or it's overactive. And so when we go higher in frequency, we find balance. We find wholeness. We integrate all this and we pull it into ourselves as wholeness. So I'm light and I'm shadow. I'm all of it. I own who I am. I am the fucking storm. Don't try me. I am the light. Does that make sense? Yes. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
So ways we can sabotage and then ways that we can really get out of our way. And don't be deceived by people that look like they have a lot of materialistic stuff, material wealth, millions of followers. That can be great if you're actually living with intention. That can be fucking amazing and powerful.
Right. If
you're not, what a fucking distraction. And now you got a whole bunch of humans following this sick deer off the cliff.
Cliff.
Off shit cliff, and they're about to get fucked. So we want to be mindful, right? Like what we're following and what we're chasing. And most importantly, if we're really in our alignment, we're really not following or chasing anything.
Right.
We're really very conscious and intentional creators of things and experiences. And we'll be very mindful of how we're doing that.
Yeah.
And not be seduced by noise, by collective shadow and noise and competition. Something I just shared on Facebook the other day was connected to, like, I can't remember the exact post. It's a picture I shared, but it was basically connected to how humans so often are so short-sighted in materialistic gain and getting stuff. So they come in with nothing. They're born nothing. They leave with nothing. But most of their lives, they're chasing stuff. They're chasing materialistic stuff. And something that Spirit brought through me was, be mindful, like, open your vision bigger, like get a little bit bigger cosmic vision of the soul you are having a human experience, and don't allow your humanness to be corrupted and sold for material anything. Because when you do, you're just going to keep looping on this karmic slave planet as opposed to going higher and ascending. You came here as a soul to have experiences for a reason. Some souls are here learning, like, man, I'm a fucking criminal and I keep getting my shit jacked. Man, I'm a little lying, cheating piece of shit and I keep losing everything. Man, I'm a little manipulator and how come shit just keeps getting messed up for me? they're doing this dance to wake up that there are karmic consequences for their behaviors. Some will do that for lifetimes before they'll connect the dots and go, wait a minute, maybe I'm supposed to be honoring to everybody. Never tried that. Like, maybe I'll try that and see how that works out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so just something to be mindful, because I think in the world of podcasts, there's probably a lot of podcasts that are out there encouraging you to be a goddamn idiot, encouraging you to go be a fucking slut, encouraging you to go be a cheating, lying narcissist, because the noise is loud.
Yes.
I feel like it's important to pay attention to what noise you're listening to. And if it's just noise, turn from it. But if it feels like spiritual truth that gives you spirit bumps and activates something in you, fucking pay attention and tune into that on purpose. That's the calling.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
What do you want to say connected to that?
I got to write this stuff down because there was something I was going to say. There was like a question I was going to ask.
Just take a moment, let it come in.
Oh, it was about how manifesting for many years has been like, oh, I'm just going to write this like Christmas list of like things that I want, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fun to think about that kind of stuff and possibly bring that stuff in. And money. And yes, I would like to manifest money, but I'm willing to work for it.
And you also don't have to work hard. You can enjoy and play for it.
Yes. Yes, I would like to do that.
Yes.
But, you know, I was thinking, okay, well, what do I want to, besides just manifesting, you know, some things or some fun stuff?
Yes, like, wait, what's bigger than things?
Yeah, I was like, well, what do I need to be doing with the money? Like, who am I going to help? Like, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that you can make it just about getting clutter.
Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah.
As a manifesting magician, you can totally do it. There's plenty of examples on planet Earth of people who've manifested a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them manifest lots and lots of girlfriends. Some of them manifest lots and lots of, you know, stalkers. Like, you can manifest lots and lots of anything. But it's wise to be conscious of why you're even here and what your mission is and what it is that you are calling in and why. And you can manifest things just because you enjoy them. You love flowers. Everywhere I go, people give me flowers. Man, I just love it when people give me flowers. I love flowers. And bam, you'll start getting flowers. And so that's something you can get just because you purely love them.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just, if we're feeling like our whole drive is from an egoic emptiness, you could get the whole world and you'd feel it just as empty. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yep.
If you want to have a feeling of fulfillment, you have to recognize that inside of yourself now and that you give that to yourself now. For example, if you are someone thinking, everyone just loves me. So you're going to go be a performer. Maybe your parents got you into the world of performing really young and you're making money and paying their bills and they're hustling you out like a little slave labor. It's like slave labor, child labor kind of thing. What am I trying to say?
Yeah.
There's legal ways they do it.
Yeah.
And that child's hustling and they're wheeling, they're dealing. And they're doing all these things and they want to get more things and they're caught up in the noise of the society and, oh, I need everyone to love me. So I'm going to start taking more of my clothes off. I'm going to be a little sexier. Oh, I got to be even more sexy. I got to be a straight up hoe talking about really raw shit. That gets a lot of attention. You lose your soul on that journey if you're not mindful.
Yeah.
And it started young of just performing and hustling. And at some level, we have to recognize, wait a minute, what is actually feeling fulfilling to me? What actually feels like love to me? What actually feels empowering to my soul? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yes.
As opposed to just being a narcissistic performer or a narcissistic controller. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. It's coming through for a reason on that. But there's a lot of noise in society that is guiding people in very destructive directions.
Yes.
And it's up to us to pay attention to what actually feels like medicine and health and what feels like sickness and poison, like poison and becomes more and more sick. And it could look really shiny and flashy and fancy if we're not paying attention deeper, and we'll be drawn right to it. And even if you are, you're going to be drawn to it to teach you something. And are you learning it, or are you attached to it, attached to the lifestyle, attached to the attention, attached to the drama, like people, no one really is a victim of their suffering. They are the creators of it.
Yeah.
Bam.
Damn.
Right there.
Truth bomb.
Yes. How do you feel about that, coming through that truth?
It feels good. Like, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I was a little disappointed when I found out it wasn't going to be all about the Christmas list.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that's part of your, and the thing is, your inner child, if it likes to manifest things, can.
Yeah.
You totally can. It's just at a level of that spiritual maturity, you'll realize that's not all it's about.
Right.
And that can be a piece of it. And you can enjoy things.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy things, but I don't let things control me. That's the fine line difference. And so if you really know that you and Source can create anything, then you know that, and you'll learn that. Like, we can create anything. But now, what is it that we really want to create? What is it that we feel the world could benefit from? Like, I wasn't really thinking I would be doing a podcast and like, oh, I need to make a podcast for my ego's sake. But spirit, through the journey, I had an internet show for a while. Yep. I've been a spiritual teacher for many, many years. I've written a book. I've been doing healing in the community for many years. So it's like things sometimes evolve just where I will get this higher awareness that this is a way, a platform, or a way we can share medicine and understanding. And so in that, I feel beautiful things will come to me as well.
Yep.
But that's not the whole drive.
Right.
And there's truly, in an ego place, zero care of if 5 people really freaking love this information and are just like telling their friends and family and it changes their life, or if 50 billion people listen and go, oh my God, that chick has got me thinking.
Yeah.
Like, she's got under my skin a little. Her words, her consciousness is really activating something in me.
Yes.
It's not about it for me, like how many, because I don't need my ego stroked on if you like me or you don't. That's true freedom. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But I do, in the places of my spiritual knowing, hope the best for humanity and that they will pay attention, because the ones that don't are just going to kick their own asses. So it's coming from love.
Yep.
But it's being delivered with a detachment. And nobody doing or not doing their work is really my problem.
Right.
And same for you. Like, if your family, friends, loved ones do or don't do their work, not really your issue, unless you stay tethered and attached in codependent ways that allow their shit to become an issue for you.
Yeah.
So that's where we just have to have really good boundaries. Like, well, that sounds like a lot of drama you're dealing with over there. I'm sending you love, and I know you're completely capable. And if you'd like me to plug in with Source, I can, and we'll just see what comes through. That's like you opening an offer. You're offering an opportunity of openness from spirit. Like, I know I'm plugged in with the divine, and there's solution here. I know you're capable of plugging in with the divine and finding that solution. I'm going to hold the best vision for you, because that's what we're all here to do. And God damn it, if it ain't time to drink my water.
Drink water.
We were just saying, okay, if we get this podcast done within an hour, my alarm won't go off, because it was like an hour and 15 minutes. So we've been talking for an hour and 15 minutes. I can tell, because time to drink my water.
Drink your water.
But does that make sense for you?
Yes.
Anything you want to comment on that?
Nope, I'm feeling good.
Okay. So the message today, kids, is yes, you can manifest anything you want, but go deeper and really check in with, what is it that I really feel my soul came here to be, to become, and to offer humanity. Like, if we looked at it from that lens, what are we here to give, to offer, to assist with? And in that also, what do I love? Let me focus on what I love, because that will be coming in. I will receive that. And it's the most natural thing ever. And you can manifest a whole Christmas list if you want to. Just pay attention. Like in Esther Hicks, in the Laws of Attraction, she talks about how we can manifest things and how short-lived the joy is of it.
Yeah.
And we might manifest a mansion. I've heard celebrities say, yeah, I thought I'd be happy if I manifested a mansion. And then they did. And they remember standing there and going, yeah, I don't really feel any different.
Right.
And it's a beautiful lesson of just like, yeah, you could have an apartment where you're by yourself and it's peaceful and you're, creating and you're excited about the life you're choosing to live. Or you could work and hustle and do your magic and manifest a mansion. But your happiness is inside of you. You choose to tap into a frequency of joy, or you choose to not tap into a frequency of joy. And it's really just a good lesson to realize having that boyfriend or that house or that thing, nothing to do with my joy.
Right.
Because people can get lots of things and be little bitchy, pesty, pissy people. I mean, sadly, some of the humans I've observed that have a lot of money and a lot of things are some of the kind of worst people.
Yeah.
And I know there's people that have money, because I don't have a belief system that money is the root of all evil. But pay attention if you do, because if you've been programmed, you will really reject that money if you have a deep lying belief system. But my point is, like, you could have a lot of money or not have a lot of money and still find joy. You could be in this moment and be present, like, oh, look at that sunset. God, I'm so blessed to be alive. I'm so blessed to have these clothes that I have. I'm so blessed that that person was kind to me today and offered me a snack. Like, that frequency, you could be homeless today and focused in that frequency, and you will not be homeless for much longer. You could be a millionaire today and be focused in petty bullshit and paranoia and fear and be fucking blowing up your life as we speak.
Yeah.
So it's not about how much you've achieved. It doesn't make you immune from spiritual law, being homeless or being a billionaire. It's more like your conscious awareness and like being intentional. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Are you helping life? Are you helping humans? Or are you actually destructive? Are you actually like a big part of the problem? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you a lover or are you a hater? If you're walking around hating on everything, you are your own fucking problem. And I guarantee you, anybody that's attached to you, you're theirs too. And you're only their problem because they're still attached to you. So I'm going to send love and light and pray that they let go of their attachment. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, be a hater or be a lover of life, but our joy. So manifesting Christmas list, totally fine, but it's not really what brings the joy. I feel like the biggest joy is when we really know we're aligned with our soul mission and that we are being of service.
Yes.
To other. And that includes being of service, also includes honoring and balancing self-love. So we have great boundaries. We pour into ourselves so we can pour into other. Do you see? It's like, it's a very interconnected thing.
Yes.
It's not like, oh, I just pour into myself in a vain way and fuck those peasants. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So manifesting magic, I feel like we'll seal this one up today. And I'm sure we'll be talking about manifestation again. Yeah. But in this regard, I feel like there was some clarity that came through and the difference in the frequencies. Cindy tapped into, is it just about manifesting materialism? It can be, but can it go way bigger? Yes. Mm-hmm. And will manifesting every Christmas list ever make us joyous and immune to suffering? No. But can we choose to be immune from suffering any moment? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that concludes today's episode. Do you want to say any last minute words before we sign off on this one?
I think you are a manifesting magician.
Thank you.
You're magical as fuck.
Yes. Yes. And truly, that's why I'm sharing I won't call them secrets because I don't really hold anything as a secret, but understanding how to keep your focus you become very intentional. It's like an archer, because I do like to shoot my bow and arrow.
Yeah.
So I told Cindy, a conscious creator is very focused on that is my target, that is my destination, that is where I'm sending the arrow. No questions asked. This is what we're doing. All in. An unconscious creator is like, how do you do this thing? I don't know. And they're like shooting arrows, dropping arrows. They're flying all over the forest. There's no focus. There's no intention. There's no direction. And so you want to be a manifesting magician. Hold that focus.
Yes.
Know that you're all in. That's where we're going.
Yes.
So much more powerful to put all your energy and focus than to have it even diluted through doubt. Like, oh, I don't know. What if it doesn't work out? Doubt. It's like you're aiming and then you put your bow. I don't know. Should I shoot the arrow? I'm not sure. Maybe not. So no arrow is going to go.
Yeah.
So that's how we become more powerful in manifesting.
Also, I think if you want more information on this, I think your book, Universal Trust Fund Baby, is very helpful.
Thank you.
And I am in the middle of reading one of the chapters. So,
Yay.
Yes.
And one thing I'll point out, and Cindy can say if she feels the same, but in the chapters, every single chapter has a point. We describe it very real and raw and truthful and playful.
Yep.
And then there's, at the end of each chapter, there's little exercises you can do to be mindful and how to put it into motion and practices.
Yes.
Kind of like, if I'm a personal trainer, I'm telling you how to lift the weights, that's one level. But then there's exercises of now pick up the weights and this is the work you're going to do because you're going to create that muscle memory. You're going to get the sweat, the burn, the benefit from doing that work. So each chapter has very clear description and then goes into practices that will help you. And I really encourage people listening, all of you that are listening to our podcast, if you want to get the book, and Cindy and I are going to look into even getting a ebook to where it can be really simple. Because one of the things I've had is I've got physical books and I'd like to keep it as cost friendly as possible. And like if people in England want one or Australia, it's quite expensive for shipping. So that's a goal, is to get that in ebook form. And if you guys would love that, give us feedback. But I do have books. If you go to the website, you can connect with me and order an autographed copy. And that would be a great teaching tool, it'd be a great learning tool, and the teachings in the tool, but a great tool to use with these podcasts to where you can listen along and then read the book. And it really brings it all back in and helps you practice. So thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. So I guess we are going to sign off on this session today on manifesting magic. And just remember, guys, every one of you came here with the intention to be co-creators of magic. We are all source God dripping into these little meat suits, and we are here to create a beautiful experience. So nobody has a reason to not find joy and to believe in themselves unless you want to stay listening to old programs and belief systems that sabotage your joy. That is also a choice. So that's my little nudge to remember who you are, remember how powerful you are, and we look forward to connecting with you again on the next show. Have a beautiful day. Peace out, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today to our most recent podcast of Mindfulness Mastery 888, The Real, Raw, and Truthful. For those who would like to book any one-on-one sessions, you can contact me at mindfulnessmastery888.com. A gentle warning on working in higher realms of consciousness. As you are listening to our podcast, you may feel or experience tingles, dizziness, or tiredness. This is your body giving you guidance that it needs to relax. It's not a bad thing, but we do encourage you to honor your body and get yourself in a position where you can relax and receive these codes of consciousness. I thank you for taking a moment to subscribe, like, share, and follow, and come back and check out our newest content. Have a blessed and peaceful day.